Okay, hi, this is me again. So here's part two. So let me just get into it and just talk about it, okay? So my first experience I had was actually in this house, in this room, which is my bedroom. And it happened on this side of the bed, the left side of the bed. So I was listening to music. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a stereo on my wall. So if not, that's just, I have a stereo on my wall, okay? And I was listening to the radio and just listening to music that was on the radio. And it was before 8th grade even started. So we were new in the house and we were just, sleeping in our rooms and whatnot and just sleeping all around the house because it was new and, you know, we had a really long summer. We had 3 months of summer instead of like 2.5 or something. We had a longer, I think we had 3.5 instead of like 2.5, because as you know, in Arizona, we got out of school earlier than they did here. I forgot even like why or whatever, but we were year round. That was why, I think. So I was laying in bed and listening to music, listening that was on the radio, and then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to bed. It's late. I've been listening to music for a bit, and I've had my fill of music, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Now, I didn't have any curtains. I just had a dresser, a bookcase, and my bed, and a nightstand that was right next to my bed. That sound, that's me knocking on it or hitting it with my finger. So I had no blinds, I had no curtains. I had blinds though, and there's a neighbor because my bedroom, the window, it faces the backyard, so I can see everyone else's backyard that is connected, like whatever, it's connected. Okay. So this neighbor diagonally from us, I'm having trouble saying that word. They have safety lights on, so every time an animal of theirs passes by, it turns on, and then it shines in my room and lights up my room. And it happens multiple times a night. So, I'm used to it. So I didn't have any curtains or anything like that. It was just blinds, and I had them closed. But since there wasn't really anything in my room, it's pretty light. And I didn't have posters hanging up or anything. So it was pretty plain, pretty boring. Still kind of is a little bit, but whatever. Okay. So, I go and take off my headphones, and I'm laying on my side, my left side, because I'm putting the headphones down on the ground. And all of a sudden, I feel a hand, and it's big, and it's kind of like a man's hand, because how big it was. Like, a woman doesn't really have, like, huge hands normally, or typically, I would say. So it was very big and large hand. Like, I could feel it. And it was a male presence, sorry, that I felt, and I could feel it near my rib cage. And I'm just thinking to myself, is that one of my sisters? Because they sometimes would like to come and sleep in my bed. It was a new house, and they would be like, "Oh, I don't want to sleep in my room. Can I sleep next to you?" and whatnot. So I would say, "Yeah, okay, you could come in." So, but tonight they were sleeping on the couch, Kristen and Corey, downstairs. And so, but I thought maybe it's them. I'm kind of looking around, but I didn't see anyone. And then all of a sudden, I feel this hand push deeper into the mattress, like really deep. And I can feel it. And then all of a sudden, I can feel this presence looking over at me, just trying to stare at me, like it was trying to look in my face or something. Like, just to, like, I don't know why, but like, it was creepy. It was a creepy feeling because it wasn't it was slowly looking over. And even though I can feel it creeping over, I didn't see anything. But I felt it. And it was the strangest thing to me. And I'm just looking around and I'm like, what in the world is that? Like, I feel someone looking over at me, but I don't see anyone. And I didn't see anyone in there, but I just decided to turn my head really fast. Because I thought, you know what, just get over with, because I was holding my breath because I was just, like, it's kind of like fear a little bit. Like, you're just, like, frozen. You can't really do anything, it feels like. And I was just kind of thinking to myself, what in the world? And so I was like, you know what? Whatever it is, spirit, human, or whatever, or like it was a robber or whatever, like, I'm gonna turn around and, like, I'm just gonna whip really fast around and boom. So that's what I did. I whipped my head really fast and turned. And I was just like staring. And my door was shut. It wasn't open. No one was in the room. And my room was lit, like I said, because the neighbor, their safety light was on. And it was shining through the blinds, even though they were shut. So it was actually, it still was able to light my room up. There was no one there, not even a frickin' human being, nothing. And when I did that, when I turned around fast, because I'm confronting it. That's what I was doing. I'm like, I'm going to confront whatever the hell this is, because I don't know what, I don't know what's doing this, but I'm going to deal with it. And so when I did, it immediately left. It was gone. I didn't even feel its presence anymore. But I looked around and I'm like, and I decided, and I, like, looked under my bed and I was like, you know what, maybe it was just all in my head. And it wasn't like I was completely tired where you're like groggy, but I was still alert, but I was just like, I should just go to bed, I wasn't, actually like full on like fatigued or lethargic or anything like that. It was just more like, oh, you know what, I should go to bed now. It's just like a decision. It wasn't really like my body's saying I need to go to bed. But yeah, and I would turn around and nothing was there. And that kind of threw me for a loop. Because I couldn't believe that.